What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sneakerhen, and just based off the title of today's video, it's not going to be a good one. Now, there's a lot of I'm gonna like try to not edit this video. I'm gonna leave it as raw as possible because it's the only thing that makes sense to me. So I think the question that everyone should be focused on right now is, where's Hank? Obviously, there's other questions we want answered, like how can I get my refund, or will I get my mystery box, or how much did each person get scammed, and this, and that. But the key to all these missing puzzle pieces or missing answers is Hank. The question is, where is he? I don't know. But before we get into that, I think I need to explain why I left Sneaker Tech, and I'm gonna insert some clips that I filmed previously. I'm almost at a loss of words at this moment, because these are literally my final moments here at Sneaker Tech. Today's my last day. I'm really shocked at how things just, transpired, and I can't sit here and just keep, thinking about what just happened. I gotta figure out my next move, so I need to pack up my pairs and get up out of here because I have a lot to do. So I'm gonna show y'all how full the shelves look right now. And then obviously you'll see a big difference once I take all my pairs. So like this is the 10, 9, and then 8s over there. So you can just get an idea how full the shelves are, how much clothing there is, and then $100 deals, this wall, and then the women's. We got the kids. Got this extra wall right here. The new releases, like pre-owned. You get an idea. And then the size 13, 12 is not really much there anyway, but 11 and a half. So I'm gonna pack up all my pairs, and then I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna show you how the shelves look after I'm done packing. All right, so those clips right there, I don't know exactly how long ago that was. I feel like it was 2 months ago. At the time, I was owed about 10 grand in sales, $10,000. But it was just like biting teeth and nails and walking on glass, and it just felt like I'm stabbing my eyes out, begging just to get paid for something I sold in the store. Like, it's my money, like, that I need to use to pay my bills or buy another shoe to pay another. Like, it's just, it was too much. So as soon as I stopped filming, Hank walked in, and the reason I started filming that because Hank called. I worked like 3 to 8 that day. Hank called me around 3, or maybe it was 2 o'clock, and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you out a couple grand today." Now, in my head, is a couple grand is a minimum of $2,000. But hopefully, because he owed me 10 grand, he can get it up there to like at least half of it, like 5 grand. So I work 3 to 8. It's like 6 o'clock. I'm like, did he just lie to me again? So I was like, we close in 2 hours. Let me just start packing up my stuff, because clearly he just said that to, I guess, keep me there again. So I was packing up my stuff, and then he walked in with about like an hour left before we closed. And then he's like, oh, what are you doing? 2.0, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, I'm packing up my shoes and leaving. I cannot live like this. Like, I'm literally getting creative just to find ways to send myself money, to like, I'm getting creative to send myself money so that I can use that for a bill while I'm waiting to get paid for something I sold already. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I told him I can't live like this. I can't work like this. It's too mentally like draining and exhausting. As a lot of you guys were saying, like in the videos, you were really like boring and bland. It's because like mentally I was really going through it. Like Sneaker Tech had the potential to, but Hank was just like, he was just doing things that didn't make it exciting to be there anymore. It was just constant lies, and I don't want to say I was manipulated, but yeah. So anyway, so he walks in, he's like, what are you doing? And I explained to him like, listen, I can't live like this, I'm leaving. So like, I ain't never seen Hank cry, but like this man literally like started crying like, no, like I need you to stay. I'll literally find a way to pay you out every day. Like everyone's pulling me here and here. I'm doing the best I can. Like I got so much things going on in my life. Here's the money I told you I'm bringing you. I look at it, it's $1,500. Now, when I told y'all I'm already owed 10 grand, he said he's going to give me a couple grand. A couple grand isn't 1,500. That's a minimum of 2. So I'm like, okay, he gave me some money, but what? Now I'm owed 85, and he says he's gonna pay me out every day. He cried in my face. So I was like, okay, I'll stay, and I stayed. But I didn't put none of my shoes back. He put it all back. He was like, I'll put everything away for you. You don't have to worry about it. All right. So fast forward some time, and then I'm gonna show y'all the footage of like my literally last moments at Sneaker Tech right now. All right, guys. This is literally my final moments here at Sneaker Tech. You see it. A lot of things went down that I'm still finding out about. There's a lot of things that you guys don't even know went down. I don't even know to the extent of everything, but I know enough has happened where I can no longer be here. I can no longer attach this brand to my name. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this footage. I don't know if I'll ever share it or when, but the day I do, it's gonna be like a process. So I have a lot of shoes here, and I need to pack them up. So that's what I'm gonna start working on right now. And Sneakerhen, aka Henry, is no longer associated with Sneaker Tech. So right now I'm showing you guys around the store. All the shoes over there are mine. I would say like half of the shoes in the heat case are mine. I'm just showing you how full the store looks right now. Just look how full it is. Because when I start pulling my pairs, this store is gonna look like it's going out of business. I have so many pairs here to the point it's like I was trying to figure out like how many pairs did the store have, and I don't think it was much. So you can just get an idea of like how many pairs of shoes in the store. The 12 and 13 section is always the least full. I think I have a majority of the 12s. And if you look at the clothing, All the clothing is pretty much mine. So, except like the store stuff, which nobody even bought, but yeah. So, this is how full the store looks, and you'll see when I'm done pulling. All right, guys, I've pulled everything in this new release section. This is where we kept the Yeezys, the foam runners. I pulled all my kids' shoes in this section, and I've pulled all my women's shoes. As you can see, it's looking really, I wouldn't say super empty, but you see like the gaps. You see the gaps in those sections. So that's just to give you an idea how many pairs I had. But right now, I'm hot. I'm wearing sweatpants. I wasn't really expecting to do this today. I wasn't expecting today to go the way it is, but I'm hot. I'm starting to sweat. I'm gonna sit down for a bit, drink some water. Let me get back to it. Haven't even pulled any men's shoes yet. Yeah, it's gonna be a process. So pray for your boy. Pray for your boy. All right, guys, I'm done. At least for now. I'm exhausted. I'm hot. I'm sweating. I wore sweatpants. I'm not really dressed for today, but tomorrow I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna wear shorts and like workout outfit. But let me show y'all what I've done so far. If it will focus, that's the 7 through 8.5s. Pulled all my pairs from there. Got some in that corner. Got some here. This is the 9.5 through 10.5. Everything that I pulled from here, it's right there and on this right here. And then I still, like, for this one, this is mine, but I can't find a box. So tomorrow I'll rest up, bring me Gatorade, bring like so much stuff that I can, push through and finish this all. I already showed y'all the women's, the kids. It's pretty much empty. That I showed y'all. This is like overflow 10 and a half. Pulled most of it. I had to grab my shoes that Kai Somar signed. All the Supreme stuff is mine. I need to pull it. Clothing's still there. I didn't pull a single pre-owned shoe. I'll just do all that stuff tomorrow. Then I pulled 13, 12s, 11, 11 and a half. All that's pulled. And those are all the shoes I brought in today, I believe. No, I brought in those like 2 days ago, but obviously since I'm leaving, I'm not going to put it out. So, like I said, guys, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I'm just going to go home, get some rest, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to buy Gatorade, some snacks, and I'm going to have to rent a U-Haul because my mom, she has a truck, but I don't think all these shoes can fit in her truck. So I'm going to probably rent a U-Haul just to give myself extra room to fit everything. And then, yeah, so see you guys tomorrow. All right, y'all, just got the U-Haul. Completely empty right now. It's going to be packed full today. Hopefully this is big enough, but I won't know until I start loading it up with the shoes. But yeah, I don't think I have a problem driving this truck. I used to deliver for Amazon, so it's pretty much just like a smaller Amazon truck. But hopefully everything will fit. If not, I'm gonna just load up stuff up in the front. I'm gonna just pack this thing really full. So it's pretty much me doing this all by myself. So let me get to PA and start getting my pairs. Well, actually, I need to go buy a cart, so I'm gonna head to Lowe's. Hopefully they got a cart. If not, I'll stop by Home Depot. But time is ticking, so I need to get on about my day. All right. I'm at Lowe's. They don't have what I'm looking for, so let me try Home Depot or Walmart. They got like these really big industrial carts, but that's not what I need. I need something I could just quickly fold. I can fit in my car if I ever need to use it. So yeah, let me see if Home Depot or Walmart got like something like that. So let's head there next. I'm at Target. Looks like I found what I needed. They got a whole bunch of them. So let me get this in the cart, set it up at the store, and then get to loading this U-Haul. All right, y'all. It's the end of the day. I'm super tired, but finally done. I'm gonna show you how it's looking. So not much damage done here because we never really had a whole bunch of $100 or less shoes, but it's the features, and then the women's section, then the kids, and then the other kids section, and then the new releases. Here's how the pre-owned looking. It's literally only one shoe on that side. And then this was pretty much already done yesterday, but the 13, the 12s, the 11s, and then the 8 through 10 and a half over there. Almost forgot my Kai Somar shoes that was signed, so I had to grab those. And this is the other case. Because the rest of my stuff I just put in a trash bag to make it carry easy in my book bag. And yeah, so.
Is somebody there to help you?
Don't worry about that. I was on the phone, so I am going to all right, I'm gonna do one last walk around, turn off the lights, and out of here for good.
We out.
Look, are you?
All right, guys, just packed, well, kind of packed up the U-Haul like 20 minutes ago, but I never really showed y'all how full it is. So here's a look. It's I don't know how high this is. It's about six pairs up, and then you can just get an idea about like how deep inside it is. There's a lot of pairs, and then I kept my clothing on this side, but this thing is full, like super full. And y'all want to know what the best part about this is? Take a wild guess. Me unloading this when I get to my next stop, when I get to that storage unit. So I'll just leave it in the storage and then deal with it when I get back from Texas. So yeah, that should be fun. So I don't know if I'm gonna update you guys with anything else, but appreciate you guys watching. Oh, actually, nah, this ain't the last clip, but yeah, that's pretty much all the updates for now. Appreciate you guys watching so far, and yeah, I'll check in with you guys on the next part.
So yeah, I officially left, and the reason I left because I was owed money from like my current sales, and I was going to be gone for a whole week in Texas. So I was like, I'm already owed money. I still have all my inventory there. Like, Hank could sell it and just owe me more money or not pay me for it. So I was just like, I'd rather just take all my stuff out and just like put it somewhere that's not in the store, that I'm safe where it's at. I don't care if I'm not making money off of it. I just want it gone from the store. So that's what I did. And that was pretty much when I decided I was leaving Sneaker Tech, like finally. Like mentally I was gone from Sneaker Tech like maybe like about 2 months ago now, but physically I was still coming to work. And then like that was just my last straw. So yeah, I think that's all like the background info. But like I said, like this is just me explaining what I was going through. There's a lot of people involved in this. There's a lot of money involved in this, and there's a lot of questions that needs to be answered. But the only way those questions can be answered is if Hank answers them. Where is Hank? We don't know. At least I don't know. I was told he was in a hospital. Do I believe that at this point? No. Because if you're in a hospital, you can have your phone. But he doesn't have his phone. So he's somewhere where he can't have his phone. I'm not going to speculate or put out where I think he's at because it's not factual. That's why I didn't want to rush and make this video, because I'm still like, I'm finding out things by the hour. Like if I open I was on a plane for 3 hours, and once I landed, you get service. I found out more information. So let's what can I get into? Because there's a lot of topics that need to be talked about. I feel like this video is already going to be long, and I still won't be able to answer everything in this video. But I don't want to be making videos about this for the rest of my life. I honestly don't even want to be making videos about this next week. But let's see. So let's talk about the last time I talked to Hank. So let me screen record my phone so I can edit it onto the... I'm going to screen record my phone so I can edit it onto the video. I'm getting a phone call.
Damn. Yo, are that shit true?
Bro. My,
Huh?
it's true. Look, I'm literally recording a video right now, like explaining like what happened because everyone wants me to explain, and it's like, you know what I mean? So
So now the store is currently closed.
yeah, so the store is closed. The last day we have the lease is October 21st, which is like a few more days.
Yeah.
So like 3 more days. It's still stuff in there, but I'm gonna go to Pennsylvania tomorrow just to see if I can find them. Just look through the store and stuff like that. But yeah.
Sheesh.
So yeah, we'll talk. Let me get back to.
All right.
All right, so let's get into the last time I talked to Hank. Here's the screen record button. All right, so let's go to messages. Hank the Tank, Hank the Tank, Hank the Tank. All right, so the last time he texted me was Sunday, October 9th. It was to pay me out for 2 shoes that he sold of mine that he didn't tell me he sold. He just sent me money, but then he sent me what it was for. And then, but if I start scrolling up, right, it's like every day we like when I first started, we would talk a lot because we were running a business together. We wanted this to work, but that first night I tried to leave. Hank was like, he doesn't like the friction between us. Why wouldn't there be friction? You owe me money. We're not friends. We're not family. I'm at Sneaker Tech because I love sneakers and I want to make money selling sneakers. I don't want to, like start a boy band, like, you know what I mean? So there's friction because he owes me money and he knows it. So yeah, that's why there was friction. But so as you can see, I'm scrolling up. It's like we don't really talk. You know what I mean? September 29th. So let's get into the last time I called him. So today, I know it's been at least a week. What is his name? So 10/10. What did I say before that? No, 10/10. October 10th. I think I called him. Where did it just go? So I called him on October 10th and we talked for 28 seconds. Now, if you call someone and talk for 28 seconds, is that really like you know what I mean? No. So pretty much that was October 10th. Today is the 18th. It's been a week and 1 day now. So yeah, I haven't talked to Hank in a week. But when we did talk like our most recent talks, it wasn't like we was talking about anything. It was just like that 28-second call. I think I worked at the store and he had a shoe. Somebody wanted a discount. Just asked him, "Hey, can you do $30 off of this?" He was like, "Yeah," end the call. So ever since that day that he said he doesn't like the friction between us, we don't really talk. For me, knowing he owes me so much in just recent sales, it's not even about like everything else. Just recent sales is like I did not. If I'm gonna talk to Hank, I'm gonna ask him for my money, and if he doesn't have it, then it's like, why did I just talk to him? Like I'm just gonna keep getting more angry and angry and angry. Like, so yeah. So the last time I talked to Hank was like a week ago, and then I talked to like his stepson. He told me he was in the hospital. So like when people ask me, I just say he's in the hospital because that's what his stepson told me. Now if that's true or not, I don't know. I haven't been to Pennsylvania. I haven't seen it with my 2 eyes, but I can confirm if he's in the hospital or not in my next video if I can find him before I film that. Now, Like, what would you guys want answered? Let me see. So I haven't talked to Hank in a week. And okay, so let's talk about like the ownership thing. So there was 3 owners in Sneaker Tech. It was Hank, Dave, and me. Now, Hank and Dave started Sneaker Tech, and they, when they started it, they did it legally, not whatever. When they started Sneaker Tech, it was last year, July, but they opened the store in August. At that time, I was still working at Cam's Kicks, and I think I started at Sneaker Tech like the last week of October. So when I joined Sneaker Tech, I was just an employee. I was making $4,000 a month, plus I get to consign there at a 10% rate. So I was getting $1,000 a week, which this was the first red flag. Okay, so I was supposed to be getting paid $60K a year plus 10% consignment, just starting. But $60K a year is $5,000 a month, and then when I started, we can't really afford that right now. We're still growing a brand, so just take $4,000 and we got you. Mind you, Dave got nothing to do with this. It's all Hank, selling me a dream. So yeah, first red flag. So I'm like, all right, well, it's still more than what I was making at Cam's, but in hindsight, Cam paid us really well. So I just want to clear that up. Like, I don't know why people keep saying like we was making minimum wage, we was making less than minimum wage. I don't know if anyone said we was homeless, but Cam paid us well. I liked what I got paid, but when the opportunity presents itself to make more money, you got to ask yourself, is the current place I'm working going to pay me the same in a quick enough time, or should I just, leave and make more money? You know what I mean? So I left, and when I left Cam, I had enough knowledge and inventory and money to do my own thing. And I was working on it with my boy, but Hank would call me every single day. He would call me twice a day sometimes. Bro, we need you at Sneaker Tech. Like if you join Sneaker Tech, like you're the missing piece at Sneaker Tech. And if you join Sneaker Tech in about 3 months, you'll get your own store through Sneaker Tech, so you don't have to make your own. If you make your own, you're only going to make money off that store. But if you join Sneaker Tech, you'll be making money off your own store that you'll get in 3 months, and you'll be making money off the Pennsylvania store, and you'll be making money off the YouTube channel. You'll get a third of YouTube. So that's when the ownership started going into place. So the 3 owners of Sneaker Tech was Dave, Hank, and me. Dave owned 40%. Hank owned 40% and 2/3 of the YouTube channel. And then I owned 20% and 1/3 of the YouTube channel. Now, document-wise, there was only like legal documentation of signed agreements and contracts and legal stuff between Hank and Dave. Me being an owner was not ever on no legal document filed through the government. Like, there's no paper trail of me being an owner. We were just saying it for YouTube because it helped my ego. Like, I didn't want to leave one job just to be an employee at another. Like, if I was leaving my job as a manager at Cam's Kicks, I wanted to do my own thing, in which I was doing. But, I was like, Hank seemed like a decent guy. Let me give it a shot. So the reason I don't have a contract, like a legal document signing that I was an owner, because when I agreed to become an owner and buy in, Hank was trying to get another investor to invest around $50,000. So it was going to be 2 guys. They're like rich. One got like restaurant businesses. The other, I don't know what he does, but he's rich. So I don't know if they were supposed to invest $25K each or $50K each. But if they did invest, we was going to redo all the contracts, and then I would sign mine then while they're signing theirs, rather than we redid a contract for me, Hank, and Dave, and then redid another contract for the 5 owners. So that's how that went. So that's why I have no legal. That's why when I say I left a week ago, like, even if I left 3 months ago, I'm not an owner, like, legally. Like, it's just us saying it on video just to make me feel better. So, yeah, that's how the breakdown was. And essentially, the two businessmen that was going to invest, they ultimately never invested. And it was just like months of going back and forth, like, oh, we will get serious, and then they kind of like back off and flake, and then they'll get serious and then back off and flake. So it's just like, eventually, like, we stopped hearing from them. I mean, even though we stopped hearing from them for the investment piece, they still came to the store and shopped. So I respect them for that, but it kind of like screwed up my contract. But because of everything that's going on, it was kind of blessing in disguise, because I'm legally not like affiliated with Sneaker Tech. I was just only affiliated with Sneaker Tech through like YouTube videos and people who came to the store that saw me there. Like, I don't have any like direct deposits. I don't have anything. Like, when I got paid in cash, and that was it. So, yeah. So that's the 3 owners, and that's why when people are bringing up like, hey, just a heads up, I'm going to sue Sneaker Tech, and since you're a part owner, like, I'm suing you as well, even though I don't feel like you really did a part of it, but since you're an owner, I'm suing you. And I'm like, guys, you can't sue me. I'm not an owner. Like, you can't sue me if you even if you wanted to, because like there's no I didn't sign into Sneaker Tech. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you know how you know what's funny? Well, okay, let me grab it. Okay, so like I was saying, let me let it focus. All right, like I was saying, I never signed anything legally saying I'm an owner of Sneaker Tech. Now, when it comes to like paperwork and documentation, I'm very like detail oriented, and I keep everything. Y'all see this? It's 2 pages. I still have my Cam's Kicks contract from when I worked there. That should just show you, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a copy that's not signed, but the signed one is, I have multiple somewhere, but I didn't sign any documentation saying I'm a part of Sneaker Tech. So like, if someone wanted to sue Cam's Kicks, I was a part of it, but this contract is voided, and I mean, that company doesn't exist anymore. But you get what I'm saying. Like, legally, I was not an owner of Sneaker Tech. So let's see. Let's get into something else. There has been people who have done business with me through my personal Instagram, and then there's people who have done business with Hank through the Sneaker Tech Instagram. And speaking of the Sneaker Tech Instagram, there's only one person who has the login and password for that, and that's Hank. That's why when people are like, oh, like, answer DMs or this, and that, like, you're not getting an answer because Hank's nowhere to be found. So if he's nowhere to be found, he probably like no one can talk on that account if he doesn't have his phone. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you my Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams. So when I open Instagram, right, if I click the bottom here, I have my Sneakerhen Instagram, and then I have my Henten Instagram. My Henten is my personal page where like all my friends from middle and high school I follow. We joke around. I post things there that I can't really post on Sneakerhen because Sneakerhen is just business. I might post a joke on Sneakerhen here and there, but it's really just for business. So yeah, just to show you, this is Sneakerhen, and then this is my Henten. So, but that's the only two Instagrams that I have access to. These are the only two Instagrams that are on my phone. I've never had access to the Sneaker Tech Instagram. But one day we were driving to Got Soul. Hank was driving and he was like, hey, my password to my phone is this. So I opened it, go on Instagram and tell the guy like the best I can do is 360 ship. That's the only time I actually talked to someone on the Sneaker Tech Instagram. But it was on Hank's phone after he gave me the password sitting next to me because he was driving. You know what I mean? So it's not like he texted me to log in and I logged in and had it for hours and, you know, did side deals and weird deals through that Instagram. So no. So now I want to get into like people who have done deals with me and people who have done deals with Hank. For example, there's a guy named Josh. I met Josh because he used to sell to Hank all the time, and he would buy too, but he majority sold to Hank. Now he reached out to me and said, "What's going on?" So see, like, here's his thread. I need to respond, but so he said, "What's going on with Hank, bro?" And I said, "I know just as much as you." So he said, "Damn, I wish you the best." So I said, "I appreciate that, as I'm sure you saw how smooth and easy doing business with me on my Instagram versus doing business with Hank through Sneaker Tech Instagram." And then he just lets it all out. Like, just read this. Yeah. So he's explaining how doing business with Hank is through the Sneaker Tech Instagram. He said it's pretty tough at times. He GUA'd over 50K in shoes to him. GUA means gifted upon arrival. So let's say someone lives in Kansas, they want to sell shoes to Sneaker Tech. You have to pay for shipping, ship the shoes to Sneaker Tech. Once Sneaker Tech looks at the shoes and verifies they're authentic and described in whatever agreement it is, then you get paid. So if your shoes take 2 months to get to Sneaker Tech, you're not getting paid for 2 months. You know what I mean? So it's just like GUA is a great thing, but it's only a great thing for trusted people. Like, people GUA stuff to me, but I'm still building my name and I'm not the most credible person, but like, this situation isn't helping me become more credible. Like, Common Hype, they do GUA all the time because people really try to get over on you if you pay them in advance. And, you know, like, stores don't have time to be trying to look for people. So you can always show up to a store and get cashed out on the spot. But if you're shipping, GUA is most likely what stores are going to do, unless they trust you. So anyway, all the shoes would land and it would take like 2 to 6 weeks to get paid out. 2 to 6 weeks, 6 weeks is a month and a half, right? If you're shipping something, however long it took you to ship it is added to that 6 weeks. So, I mean, 2 weeks is still a long time. It's like, if he's going to send someone shoes and get paid in 2 weeks, he might as well just have went to work, because most jobs pay you every 2 weeks, you know? So he said he would send me like $500 to $750 at a time, saying his Cash App, PayPal, Venmo was always locked. Then he always said he had cash. I would tell him to Western Union, and of course he would never have time to do that for me. Let me tell you something. Hank had time. when I worked the store, I worked it by myself. When Hank worked the store, he works it by himself. When Dave works the store, he works it by himself. But I mean, Dave only worked there like maybe once a month. So that's why a lot of y'all don't really like know Dave or see Dave. And I'm gonna put this out there right now. Dave is 100% innocent, and he lost the most money out of everybody in this whole situation. And I really feel bad for him because he tried to leave Sneaker Tech in March. March was how many months ago? I don't know, 6, 7, however long ago it was. He tried to leave. Hank begged him and begged him and begged him. So he was like, all right, I'll dig it out. And then I think he tried to leave again. And then, Hank begged him. Hank is like really good at like, storytelling, begging, selling you a dream, begging you, all that stuff. So, Dave finally like left in September and then went to his lawyer and put in the paperwork, sent it over to Hank, and it was like letters, like it was like 5 pages. And Dave, with all the money invested, he did not care. He said, you can have Sneaker Tech 100%. Just sign the dotted line. You can have my 40%. I don't care about the money. You can keep it. I will walk away and lose all that money just if you sign the papers. Hank opened like the mail, just left the letters there. He won't sign it because he knew, which obviously we're finding this out now. I'm not like, I don't stalk Hank. I don't watch his work. I don't know what he's doing. So now me and Dave is finding out about all these side deals and all these people that's owed this and that. It's like, we feel for you guys, but we didn't know this was happening. We just knew the things we were promised when we joined Sneaker Tech wasn't really happening, and we were giving it more time than we should have, but because Hank seems like a nice guy, but I guess he has multiple personalities. So anyway, let's get back to Josh's messages. He said, I've also spent thousands with him, would almost have to argue to get tracking numbers. Other odd things he did was I would send him like 3 to 5 Ks in shoes in one box. Then he would make up a number and call it a mystery box and do the opening on YouTube. LOL, when the deal was made through negotiation and DM. Okay, now I'll clarify that. So sometimes we don't have content in stores. So if Hank has a GUA deal, he'll just say he ordered a mystery box, and like the comments on those videos is like, this is a terrible mystery box. Why would you order this? Why would you order that? I'll send it back. It wasn't a mystery box. It was just shoes he bought, and yeah, it was just for content, but it wasn't a mystery box. So yeah, that's pretty much the situation with Josh. Wait, did the stream recording stop? I think it stopped. Well, if the screen recording stopped, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just screenshot this and I'm gonna just put it in the video because I don't know what you guys was able to see. So yeah, that's just one example of like doing business with Hank. Now you guys all know Neeks. Neeks is probably one of the most authentic people you can ever meet. He's a really nice guy that just keeps it 100. Can you believe Hank scammed Neeks? I couldn't either. I get to SneakerCon. Neeks is like, where's my shoes? I'm like, what are you talking about? Hank sold Neeks shoes and told Neeks I was giving him the shoes because I'm going to SneakerCon, so I would just take it with me. Mind you, me and Hank isn't talking. He's just selling, like, telling people, like, this, and that. Like, I'm like, bro, if I knew you had bought shoes from us, I would have brought it with me because that's how much I mess with you. But I told him, like, he told me what shoes he bought, and I told him when I was packing my stuff up, I saw those shoes at the shop. They were just sitting under the counter. So I knew it was put to the side for someone, but they were size 11, so I thought Hank was keeping it. Which is another thing. So when it comes to shoes, when it comes to shoes that we buy in store, Hank would just, if he wants it, he just takes it. He doesn't even pay for it. If I want the shoe, I have to dish out my own money to pay for it. If Dave wants the shoe, I'm not sure if he takes it or not, but in honesty, he has every right to take it because he invested the most money. But yeah, so this battery on this camera is dying, so I'm going to take a break and then I'm gonna get back to this. I honestly don't know how long this video is right now. I'm trying to keep it under an hour. I feel like I'm all over the place, but like I said, I really did not want to make this video because I'm still looking for answers, evidence. The question we're trying to answer is, where's Hank? And once we answer where's Hank, then we can start asking him questions. He's a missing piece of this puzzle. But I'm just putting out some information right now so my name can be cleared because I still have business to conduct. Like, I don't have a job. I don't have a business anymore. I need to figure out a way to make money. So let me go charge this camera and we'll, get back to this. All right, guys. So I was editing this video and I was like, why didn't I just think of this before? I haven't talked to Hank in like over a week, but I actually haven't tried to call him. So let me do that right now. And if he doesn't pick up, I'm gonna send him a text to see if it like goes through, if it goes green. So where is his number? Hank the Tank. So let's call it and put it on speaker.
Please leave your message for...
All right, so let me call him again, just in case it's on Do Not Disturb.
Please leave your message for...
Okay, I think his phone is off. So let me send him a text. Hank. Yo. So I just sent a text, but it didn't say delivered. So I think his phone is off. Like I said, I really didn't want to make this video because I feel as though I don't have enough evidence and I didn't put enough time to like really give you guys a very detailed and documented investigation to answer every single question. There's more people that's missing mystery boxes and shoes and all this stuff that's coming by the day, and I just got home today, so tomorrow I'll have time to go to the store, see if there's anything left, and then swing by Hank's house to pick up like stuff I left there when I used to stay there, and also to check out if there's shoes there that's not supposed to be there. Also go to the police station to help them if they're, because a lot of people's filing like police reports, so just to answer any questions they had. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I will have to make a part 2 to this video because there's probably things I will discover, and then I actually will put in time to edit the video and show receipts, this and that. Like, I will get into how much money I lost, but just to give you guys an estimate, like I invested 30 grand when I bought into the company, but obviously when companies flop, you don't really get your investment back. But I was supposed to be getting paid off the YouTube, and when I sell stuff in store, I'm supposed to get that because I don't get paid. Like, I don't get paid hourly or salary. Like, if my shoe sells, that's my money, because I can sell 0 shoes for 3 days straight. I'm not going to make any money, but I can sell 7 shoes one day, and hopefully, it just averages out. So that's the that's the trade-off of my situation. Like, I can make no money or I can make a lot, but that's why I get so frustrated when it takes forever to get paid out, because sales is inconsistent, and I might have a bill tomorrow, and like that sale that I'm waiting to get paid for is what I'm using to pay for that bill. So I think the only way I can really help you guys right now is if you have any questions, just comment it down below, and I'll just take my time to just respond to the comments. So yeah, if you have questions, just comment down below. This video is all over the place because I don't have anybody helping me and I talk too much, so I don't really know what points I need to hit. But like I said, I'll make a part 2. I think that will be like planned out better, and very detailed, to the point, with receipts, evidence, and yeah. So like, I do want to make something clear here, is that the question that we need answered is, where is Hank? I don't know where Hank is. I can't really get an honest answer when I ask people who are closer to him than I was. But I feel you guys wanted to put the blame on someone, and for y'all to put it on me, I just feel as though it's not right, because if I did something like this, I will want to hide. I'm going to Got Soul Houston in 2 weeks. Like, I still post where I'm at. Like, I'm not hiding. I'm literally, like, I've gotten random DMs from people and I respond as soon as I can. Like, I'm reachable. Hank isn't, So, like I said, there's more to the story to unfold. I'm still trying to piece it together myself. I'm no detective, but I pretty much have an idea of what I need to look for tomorrow. So like I said, if you have any questions, just comment it down below. I'll answer it as soon as I can. And I guess like the main point of this video just went into why I left Sneaker Tech. So appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully I answered some of your questions, and yeah, your boy is jobless, so if you want to buy some shoes, I will post them on Instagram eventually. So check me out on Instagram at Sneakerhen. If you pay me, you will get your shoes. You can ask anybody I've done deals with. I've never not shipped someone a shoe. I've never taken a week to ship a shoe. I probably shipped the shoe a day late, the most. But when it comes to deals, I do not play about people's money. I do not play about their inventory. And yeah. Have a great day, guys.
Sneakerhen?
I'm Sneakerhen.
Bro, you is somebody, bro. Because we here, we alive, we taking breaths, man. We out here.
You're the one on TV.
Hey, this is the TV. You got the TV. This is the TV. This is the platform, man. You the currency. You the energy. We the culture, bro. What we see on TV is just a micro form. We are the culture.